What is up, Rumble? What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Ryan Matta Show. We have a jam-packed episode planned for you tonight. You're gonna meet somebody that was accepting Bitcoin payments for work that he was doing online back in 2013, I believe. One of his first payments when Bitcoin was very, very low was only a couple $100s. So this guy's been stacking Bitcoin up to 600 Bitcoin back in the day. So we're going to hear this gentleman's story. He's a legendary trader. If you guys would do me a huge favor, please swing down into the description and follow my man Shoayb Khan over on X. And we just found out. I'll actually tell you guys when we get into the story. Let me bring on Shoayb on the show and let him introduce himself. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing great, man, and it's really honor to be on your show. So yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. Where are you from? And then we'll kind of go from there. I want to hear a little bit of your story, and then we'll kind of get into it.
Yeah, sure. I'm from Pakistan, basically from Karachi, and I came into this space, you can say 14, 15 years ago, into this trading world way before then Bitcoin was even a thing back in 2009. And well, I used to trade Forex. I was getting, into it, kind of getting introduced what's the charts are and whatever the stuff's happening on the charts. So years later, I used to do like in my second year of engineering, somebody hired me for like completing their thesis project, and Bitcoin was pretty much new to people like us back in like 2011 2012. Like a lot of people been hearing about it, but nobody was like very few people were into it, like
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to investments and whatever. So this guy asked me like, man, if it's okay if I can send you payment like in Bitcoin, can you make like this and that account and I can send you that? So I'm like, okay, cool. So a week later, he was like, okay, the payment is like, it's halfway through and I'm just processing it. You just wait for like half an hour or something because it's gonna take some time. And he sent me 200 Bitcoin. I still remember that. And that was that was 2012. So only worth for like a couple of $100, I believe. Memory getting fading at this point, 12 years later. But I don't know, man. It was like first introduction to me, and I'm like, okay, let's cash it out and do some really stupid thing. So years later, I started to stack it for like for the online stuff I've been doing, and you know kind of like getting freelancing projects and all that stuff. So till 2013, before that MTGX happened, I had like 600 plus Bitcoins, and then the inevitable happened. So that's my story, man. So thank you for starting me from right there.
Dude, that is crazy. That is crazy. I
Yeah,
mined 1,000 Ethereum, and at its peak would have been like
yeah,
4.9 million. And similar stories. You
exactly,
you took a big hit on Mount Gox, you said, correct?
exactly.
And how much did you lose on Mount Gox? And is there any hope that you might get any of that back? I know a
Well,
lot of people with the lawsuits are
I
talking
don't
about maybe getting some back.
I don't think so. I lost like on that event zero, I lost like 400 Bitcoins. And I was left for like 135, 200, like somewhere like that, which I, later on traded, cashed out, stuff going on for the rest of the, years till now. So I remember when that stuff was happening, somebody was joking and memeing about that funny dope picture right on 9gag. I believe that was 2013, and they actually made a like altcoin out of it, and everybody was like joking like Dogecoin is really really old. It's even old
Yep.
like Ethereum, if you know that. And LTC was there, like only two coins along with like Bitcoin,
Hmm.
survive all those ups and downs. So
Yep.
uh, pretty crazy stuff, man. Pretty crazy stuff.
And did you say you were buying Dogecoin back then? I had bought $20 worth of Dogecoin in like 2015, and that
Uh-huh.
$20 would have been worth like $100,000 or something during the peak of last
Mhm.
bull run. And you said you were
Yeah.
buying it in 2013.
Well, I was not getting it, taking it really serious. Like, why would I even buy a coin with a, dope picture on it? So Pretty much missing out on that. But the first, the serious buying when it comes to the altcoin, apart from like Bitcoin, was Ethereum. And I remember the first time I bought it, it was at around between $60 to $65. That was my first buying of Ethereum, and I sold it in like previous bull run at around $3,800. So pretty happy with that. So no regrets.
Good stuff. So, what do you do for a living now? Are you trading full time, mentoring? What are you exactly doing full time right now?
Well, I'm running up a school. I have like a family business also, but
Mhm.
trading and analysis is kind of like my passion, man. So this is like a full-time stuff that I do.
Are you man, I would love to see some of your work sometime. Maybe we can get you back on for like a TA tutorial and I can let you share your screen and show us. So, tell us a little bit about
Sure.
what it's like trading Bitcoin. Are you What are your rules? How do you go about it? Do you have a strategy? Do you only trade between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m.? Some people start with, $100, and if they lose the $100, they're done for the day. Can you walk us through your
Mm.
parameters and what rules and strategies you have?
Yeah, sure, man. I actually, released my price action series an year ago, free of course, like uploading on my YouTube. But when it comes to the strategy, well, I think when the trader is entering into the market, when you're coming into this financial world, you should not be uh, defining the rules and drawing the boundaries like, okay, I should be playing in these scenarios only, because the market is dynamic, the rules are changing, and you have to adapt continuously. So when it comes to the strategies, yeah, there are a couple of it. And it's not something like, okay, I have to make like $100 or $200 a day, but it's more of like, okay, over the week, if I can see the setup coming to me, okay, I'm not gonna force it, I'm not gonna force and like spend like 8 to 9 hours just to trade, just for the sake of trading. I will wait
Hmm.
for the setup, I will see, okay, the confluences are aligning, and then all right, I'm gonna be managing my risk, defining my position size, and I'll be good with that.
And when you say you're looking for the right setups, are you using indicators?
Yeah.
Are you using charts and patterns? And if you are using indicators, how
Actually,
many indicators are you using combining to get that?
yeah.
Okay, like six signs of confirmation. I've heard some traders say.
Mhm. Actually, I'm not that kind of a trader like who use indicators. Like I know some most of the people, they kind of use it for the confluences as well.
Mhm,
If you see my charts, it's pretty clean. I only mark a line or two over it. I
mhm,
don't use indicators or any patterns, but I see the candlestick on the face value. I read the volumes, like,
mhm,
okay, this is the bearish engulfing, something's happening. The structure is being, broken down, or, getting up. So should I enter it? Where are the fair value gaps, or, OBs and all that stuff, breakup structures. So I'm kind of using that, and, working fine for me, because I believe, yes, indicators are a pretty good thing if you can, they kind of help you steer to the market and whatever the market is reflecting to you. But in my opinion, when it comes to the scalps, or when it comes to the like dynamic decisions, indicators are pretty lagging in my opinion. So you know that's just my opinion, man. That's just my
no,
opinion.
man, I think you're right on it because I feel like I've spent about $2,000 on these damn indicators and I fucking lost more damn money,
Yeah.
waiting on these
Uh-huh.
damn indicators to tell me. I feel like if I just did exactly the opposite of what these indicators told me to do, I'd be rich.
Yeah.
I'd be like, so I don't,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad thing that you don't use indicators. When it comes to, so you've been trading for a really long time. You also did Forex for a while.
Mhm.
Is trading crypto similar to Forex?
Uh, yeah, you can say that, because the system, the kind of like the approach we have for like crypto is similar to the forex, but it's kind of like a market which is not easily influenced like the crypto. Like if you compare it, crypto is like a newborn baby as compared to the forex market, right? As compared to the
Mhm,
indices, the stocks, and all of that. So the rules are kind of same, but yes, you get like 2 days off, and you might get the market volatility whenever the Powell shows up, the daddy shows up, and
mhm.
things like that. So you got to be very careful while trading the forex, because 1 minute you earn your profit, second minute you'll be done with your portfolio. So yeah, there's only difference that I can see.
And how there's only a few traders that I've ever met that do it successfully, and it sounds like you do it as like for passive income. It's not something that you're doing to try to live off of. Do you think that that makes a big difference when you're
Mm-hmm.
trading when you're not
Of course, of
forcing
course,
yourself
I
to trade?
believe that's the yeah, exactly. Like I said earlier, you just got to wait until the setups comes to you. Market will gonna give you the chance, the obvious will gonna talk back, and you don't have to blink at that point. You just have to see what the market is telling you, what the patterns are telling you. All right, this is the setup that I can see, and I can guarantee you that if you build a catch on it, if you build a similar model, whatever it is, like whenever you're approaching the trading, whatever your style is, you might consider, okay, this is my model. If it's gonna show up on the chart, I'm gonna take the trade, whether it is like harmonic pattern, breakout strategy, head and shoulders, whatever, man.
Hmm.
So once you approach with this trading psychology, with this kind of mental approach, it's gonna give you hell lot of benefits. And again, this is something like you don't have to trade just for the sake of trading, because you're gonna lose if you don't know how did you make the money. If you get lucky in that, well, you're gonna be definitely losing it somewhere down the line. So I'm not doing it for just considering a paycheck to paycheck. This is my passion, and that's why there's not any urgency for me to just to open up a chart and just trading for like just to clear my uh, daily quota for the trading.
Man, I think that's great advice. Do you have favorite crypto assets to trade, or are you able to look at any chart, any asset, and go, "Yep, today this I got the setup, so I'm going to trade Shiba Inu, little baby Floki coin,"
Mhm.
or are you like, "Nope, I'm just trading BTC, Litecoin, Ethereum, big liquid or big market cap projects."
Yeah, because it's kind of like if you're trading an asset long enough, you kind of know the moves like a back of your hand. You know, okay, it's not gonna be like wrecking me while I'm sleep. It's not gonna be like if I'm trading ether, like if you're trading ether for like last 7 or 8 years, if you're gonna go back to sleep and come back, it's not gonna be deviating for like $1,000 from your
Hmm.
position. So I have my defined list of coins which I can see, and these are pretty much layer one, layer two coins. I don't trade the meme coins. It just my kind of stuff. I don't approach that, because if you're inputting the price section, uh, stuff on that, it doesn't work most of the time, because
Hmm.
they are prone to pump and dumps. They are prone to whatever the
Yep.
Elon is saying or farting about it. So I don't trade that. But layer one, layer two coins, I kind of have my watch list design, and I kind of scroll through it. And I have my alarm set up. I have my high time frame analysis set up. So once the price reaches there, I know if I have to short or long it accordingly. So that's how it goes.
What do you think is what are you more consistently profiting doing? Is it shorting or longing?
For crypto, basically, I really short, really. My latest like swings that I closed was from 22,940 on Bitcoin, and I booked that right at the top, like almost at the top at 69,000. I hold it for like I believe 4 or 5 months, and I longed and held the swing in link also from 5.7 till $18. But I really short crypto, by the way. But when it comes to the forex, it's like setup base. If the short is there, I'll go ahead with that, and if there's a long building up, I'll go ahead with that. Because when it comes to the crypto, I think it just my understanding of it, it's like a newborn baby. So if you're approaching the crypto market, you don't have to put the infinity on your back. So if you're shorting it, you don't know how much it can stretch. But if you're long in it, there's a huge chance that okay, worse it can go. It's like $0. All right, I can
Mhm.
manage that. I can keep my liquidity zero. I can position, set up my position according to it. But if I'm shorting it, I don't know if I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and it's like 700x up. So what I'm gonna do? So that's just my approach to it.
Man, I like hearing. I'm so interested in people that have the mental mindset to trade because you know,
Yeah,
you have to be disciplined and you have to have rules and you have to be in a, and so I watch so many
exactly.
people that are new to crypto that, reach out and ask
Yeah.
me how to buy Bitcoin for the first time. And then I'm like, okay, and like, what should I buy?
Mhm.
And I'm like, just Bitcoin, right? Just don't buy any other shit coins, just buy
Mhm.
Bitcoin and chill and then
Mhm.
spend 120 hours doing research, right? My first rule is
Exactly.
40 hours before you really even buy anything besides Bitcoin. But if you can do 120 hours, then okay, you're no longer a rookie and you're no longer completely green. You have enough
Exactly.
up in your head to kind of guide you
Mhm.
through some things. You should know better at that point after you spend 120 hours, right? But
Exactly, man.
nobody takes that advice, right? And they'll reach out to me a week or 2 weeks later and they'll be trading, and I'm like, and then they're all addicted to trading these meme coins because I think
They're
at
gonna
least I
like,
watch.
make them a money or something overnight.
Yeah, it is. And what's
So
weird is
yeah.
and it happened to me last bull run. I watched so many people think they were pro traders because they were
Mhm.
longing things. And in this market, when you're
Mhm.
long, I mean, everything just goes up, right? And I'm not even talking
Exactly.
about traders that were like leverage trading. I'm talking about people that were just buying, waiting for it to go up and selling, buying, waiting for it to go up and selling, and they were making
Mhm.
good money. And then the second the market turned bearish, these people got blown
Exactly.
off the map. Like, I mean, completely lost pretty much everything. And it's like,
Exactly. I remember like back in 2021, and I gave them a call. That was my birthday on 12th of May back in 2021.
oh, right, the
7 days
drop.
ago before that, Black Swan event on 19th of May.
I know. I made a
And
lot of
it
money
was
that day.
like 3 a.m. in the morning. And I just went live on my Facebook, like, 3,000, 4,000 people were live. And I was like, everything that you're holding on your spot bags, just sell it immediately. I don't know, some stuff is happening on my chart, and I reflected in all the conferences that I was getting. A few people, they were like, okay, whatever you're saying, man. They sold the, like the mid of it, not even the top, because I believe price was at 56,000, 57,000 at that
Yes,
time. And
dead
on the
on,
day of
dead on.
crash on 19th of May, it was on 43,000, and it crashed to 28,000 over the
Sure
course
did.
of like 15 minutes. And the ghost wick went as deep as 25K, because I was looking at on the Binance chart, and it was all like, stuff that was happening. So people who bought the top at that point at 56,000 altcoins, they were not even at the break, like on their, break even point, right? When the Bitcoin is hovering at $70,000, because the altcoins are lagging by 61%. If you look at the total three chart, we are not even like close to the, mid level of it.
Mm-hmm.
Back in when we were having that 3 trillion of market cap and everything was aligning with the Bitcoin was at 88, at $69,000. Altcoins were, following up, but now there's a lag of 60,000. So they are still holding that shit coins,
Mm-hmm.
hoping and wishing that they might get lucky to, just get the money out of it, even on the break even point. So that's what's happening, and that's the price you pay for not knowing what's happening on the charts, I believe.
Man, it's funny because that's where I made all of my money. That exact day you're talking about, we were shorting that market. And I kept building into my short and building into my short, and price kept going up and up and up. And I'm like, it's gonna break, it's gonna break. And then we
Yeah,
turned 1,000 into 30,000 in like 30 days. It was
yeah,
it was 1,000 to 10,000 on that, just on that one drop. Because then that was when
exactly.
Shib was putting its all time high at like a $30 billion market cap. I'm like, where's
Mhm,
this thing gonna go? And it kept going up a little bit more, and I
mhm.
kept adding to it and adding to it. Every time Shib went up like 5%, I was adding like another 100, another 100, another
Yeah,
100, another 100, and then all of a sudden it broke down. And then I got back in it
yeah,
again after it pumped up a little bit and then rode it all the way down.
yeah.
And a lot of people got wrecked
Yeah,
there.
and on the same day, like 19, we got a crash, then 20th, it recovered a bit, and then 21st of May, it crashed again. So I remember LTC was trading at, Litecoin was trading at 405 before that, all that fiasco. And on
Mm-hmm.
the day on that event, zero, it was trading at $91. So like more than 4x, kind of rhymes with
Mm-hmm.
forex though, but yeah.
Yep.
So that's what's been happening. So again, my DM is full. People been asking me about, okay, I bought this, la-di-da-da coin back in 2021. It's not even at break even. What should I do? So I'm like, all you can do is just DC a bit and just hope and wish the supply do not increase, and read the tokenomics. Like people been shouting all over the YouTube, holy shit, XRP is just going for like $100. Okay, for like XRP to reach $100, let's see how much the supply we have. We have like 100 billions, token supply for XRP. To reach for a $1, we need $100 billion specifically in XRP. And then you do the maths. We're not having that much of total market cap for that. So ignorance is a bliss sometimes, I believe.
It is, man. And it's funny is people don't realize that, you know, a lot of these coins had maybe 30 or 40% of their supply released into circulation, right? So during the bear market, price went down, but the supply also expanded, right? So now originally they, you know, when, I don't know, let's just throw something random out there. Like, let's just say Polygon last bull run had or Filecoin's a good one because Filecoin's been putting out a ton of coins out into circulation, like increase their supply probably by like 70 or 80%. So when you had Filecoin at let's just say it was $100 last bull run and it went all the way down to whatever, $4 or $5, they've also expanded that supply by so much. So for that coin to get back up to $100 now, the market cap would need to be like, I don't know, just say like $150 billion, where before it was at, you know, $100 and the market cap was maybe, you know, 30 billion or 40 billion. So people don't realize that they're holding onto a bag of shit coins that is also paid out a shit ton more coins. So they've expanded the supply so much that the odds of you even breaking even, and I'll watch people, at least we did last bull run, right? And this is why I was shorting with that last $1,000 because I wanted to build a studio. So I was like, okay, I cash out 20,000 in my portfolio and I'll leave 1,000 in there to show you guys, because everybody's going to hold on to their shit coins and watch them go 90% off, right? And I was like, well, you might have $1,000 of Cardano, and yeah, you might get $1,000 back next bull run, right? Or maybe you get 2,000 or 3,000 because it goes up and does a 1 or 2x from its previous all-time high, or where you bought it in at. But if you take that $1,000 and you make some moves with it, instead of holding on to Cardano, watch the market go off and then try to maybe put 500 in this or 500 in that, or to sell at the top and even just buy Bitcoin. But I wanted to show people if I could trade, right? So I did a challenge. I was like, oh, let's see if we can turn 1,000 into, I don't know, I think at the time it was like 5 or 10,000. I don't think it was trying to be anything big. And then then I turned into 10,000 in like one day, and then 10 to 30, and then 30 to 60. And then right before we shot up right there, I was really short. I thought we were going to come back down again. I actually thought we were going to break below that 29K there. And I got myself into a couple big shorts where I kind of got, pinched a little bit. But then after that one giant candle, I was like, okay, we're going back up again, So I just started putting all my money into altcoins and Bitcoin and everything I could. And we rode it up to the top. And then I found another coin that when every altcoin was hitting its peak, I found a coin that it was a big layer one that was just up and coming. And I started selling all of my altcoins at all-time highs into this other coin. And then that coin ripped up from like $1.30 to $28. And I ended up turning that 1,000 into 560,000 in less than 6 months. And then like an idiot, I wrote it all the way back down to about 40,000.
It kind of happens because people been asking me about, man, why this bull run kind of feeling so stale this time? It's not similar to what we, experienced back in 2020, 2021. What they don't understand, like rationally, back in 2021, we had like hardly 4,800 altcoins, right? Now, speaking of right at the point of Luna crash, we had 18,000 altcoins. And now, can you believe how much we have? We have 2.2 million altcoins in the circulation.
What?
So,
what?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not even joking, man. So you had like a food for 7,000 people, and now you have to distribute it for like 2.2 million people. So how it's supposed to, catch up with the Bitcoin having that, defined supply and all of that. So they are not looking at it. They are not looking at the rationality, and they are just emotionally attached to the bag of shit coins, like you said, and just hoping and wishing that it's gonna make them rich overnight. 8,000 altcoins versus 2.2 million altcoins. Well, we need the cleansing so bad.
Wow, last bull run, I was looking at, we go back to the 17 bull run, right? You could literally grab a bag of darts, and if you put like XRP on the 20 and you put, Cardano on the 1, and you went around a dartboard and put a crypto on each one of the top 20, You could throw a
Yep.
dart at that board and put $10,000 on each coin and almost
Yeah.
guaranteed to 10x your portfolio, if not a lot more. Then
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
2020 bull run, it was like if you did a little bit of research and you paid attention to those low cap gems that
Mhm.
you could snipe them. But now, like you're saying,
Exactly.
there's 2 million. Like you can't throw
Yeah, you
darts
you can
anymore.
like check. Anybody can check, like open the coin market cap and look at
Mhm.
the top left, look at the number of cryptos, because I've been seeing that stuff like whenever I you know analyzing that stuff, people been asking me, okay, how about that coin? If I
Oh my gosh,
buy
there
it
is.
here, is it good for like for the coming bull run or what? So I go back and check the tokenomics. Okay, what are the supply? What's the white paper saying and all that kind of stuff. But this year it's been like hell of a ride. Just all I asked them, I don't know, somebody was calling me, a granny will be calling me tomorrow, 2 blocks away, if she, buying the Bitcoin right now or what. So people be like, okay, everything is up, it's time to buy, crypto is booming, ETF is approved. But what they don't see, we have no correction since $24,000 of level. Like,
Yep.
we were like ranging perfectly, the price action being all good while we were trading right on that level of $24,000. Since then we were like going vertically up on the weekly chart, on the daily chart. And it's funny, I was just experimenting some stuff on the Twitter. I posted regular charts with the analysis and all that, and I merely get a reach of 1,000, 2,000 views. And then I posted a really whack chart today with like Bitcoin projecting back to $9,000, and I got a reach of 30,000, impressions, and people been started to abuse me. That's not gonna happen. Oh my God, are you delusional? Whatever, man. And I'm like, you guys are not even ready. Although it was just an experiment, but people are not even ready to see if the price can correct itself in the coming days, because this halving is due, war stuff is looming. And even, let's not even talk about the crypto. If you see the indices, the bonds, the stocks, metals, commodities,
Hmm.
everything is at ATH. So it's the first time I'm seeing this, man. It's the
Okay, so
first time.
can I throw a chart on here? Are you able to give us a walk down with what we're seeing on
Yeah,
the chart
sure.
here?
Well, I'm not able to see a screen at the moment.
Oh, you're not. Are you able to share your screen? Are you on a computer where you can share your screen?
Let me see.
Because
Okay,
my
yep.
program will let you share your screen if you're able to. That would be
Okay,
really
I'm gonna
badass.
be sharing a screen, my window here, and I hope you can see the screen now.
Oh, I freaking can, dude. No way.
Yeah.
Badass. All right, break it down for
So
us, my man.
I'm gonna hide this because it's just the chart that I posted. But this is what I was saying. Like when we were, ranging in this 25, 26K level, we were having a beautiful corrections. But now, since that level, we are just going up, no
Mm-hmm.
correction at all. And this is where the FOMO get, pretty much induced in that. Now, scrolling back to the indices, click on it like throwing a dart on it. Okay, DAX index, ATH. By the way, that's a weekly chart. Dow Jones
Holy
above
shit.
80H, ES, S&P 80H, NDX above 80H, NAS 100 above 80H, S&P above 80H. Look at the commodities and gold, like metals, pretty much sitting at the 80H. And people are saying the good stuff is just around the corner, man. This is something where I'll be selling my, entire holdings and wait and hope and pray the bomb's not dropping on my head, because this is not the good stuff. I have never seen anything like that for like ever since I've been in front of the charts in 2009 and 2010. Like everything, like even if you just go ahead, click on it, go to the bonds, click on it, almost at the 80th. Like look at that, the savings are up. It's kind of like uh, if you have $10, let me break it down for you. When it comes to the financial market, there's a rule: either you can spend it or you can invest it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The stuff is telling you, Ryan, that you spend your $10 as well as you saved it. The investments are up, the savings are up, the bonds are up, the cryptos are up, and that's not making any sense to me, to be honest. So, well, that's just my opinion about it, man. And let's see how the years unfold.
Can you show us a little? If can you throw Bitcoin up on the chart there and show us like a
Yeah, sure.
TA analysis? Like if you're looking for trade setups, kind of walk us through what you're looking in and give us a little breakdown on this. It's so
Yeah,
interesting to
sure.
me. It's weird because you're all you kind of made me think there, right? Like this is one.
Yeah,
It feels like we're at like a blow off euphoric top. Almost reminded
yeah,
me of like when we hit 69K the first time, right? We
yeah,
hit 64, came
exactly.
down, went up to 69, and I
Yeah,
remember myself thinking like, I can't put enough money in this market right now. I thought the Fed
yeah,
was going to reverse, it was going to pivot, we were going to go up, but all
yeah.
the warning signs were flashing that we were at top, right?
Exactly, exactly,
So
man.
run us through
This
this.
is the chart that I posted a couple of hours ago, right when the price were right about here. My charts are pretty simple. Well, there's no flashy stuff going on. I'm just gonna walk you through what I saw and what are
Yeah.
the confluences. We were having the LTF breakdown. We were like ranging in the lower lows, right?
Hmm.
And then we tap this liquidity right about here because, like I said, I just see whatever the candlesticks are talking to me, man. So we tap this liquidity, we
Hmm.
fail to breach it, and on the upside, I'm targeting this liquidity right at 64,562.35.
Hmm.
So I longed right about here at this point, and I'm targeting this level, and I'm damn sure that it's gonna be hitting in like hours to follow, and that's my analysis about it. And if you throw like Fibonacci here, the top, I'm just selecting my top here and I'm
Yep.
just selecting my bottom here. And you can see the midpoint. Well, I only use the midpoint to it because it's like a neutral point of view, not being bearish or bullish at this point.
Yep.
So I'm just targeting my zero point 0.5 level here, which is also aligning with this retesting level that I marked earlier. So that would be my TP and that's my opening price. So per Bitcoin, I'm going to be minting like $1,350 on my position size. So that's what's happening in the Bitcoin when it comes to the scalp. But if you're talking about on the swings, if you're talking about on like daily or weeklies, we're gonna be
Hmm.
marking the higher time frames. Let's suppose we have this. I'm just gonna remove it real quick. I'm just gonna be marking the market maker marker here. This is something that I created like years ago. It's just like a daily level, which
Hmm.
is which is going to be acting as a resistance when the price reaches there. So I'm going to be marking it as a daily, and I'm going to be marking as a liquidity here. All right, this is the liquidity. This is where the shorts are trapped. So market will come back here and gonna give them a chance to uh, getting out on the break even. So this is where we're going to be seeing the bounce again. So I'm going to be marking it as a liquidity, and I'm just defining the range here. So we are sitting
Yep.
at the middle. I'm already long on the LTF and the price goes there. I'm going to be shorting right from here, and then I'll be TPing at the price inefficiency closest to this point whenever the and however the price action is developing right at this point. And if I go like at this point, I'll be longing this liquidity right about this inefficiency there, and that will be my TP. So this is how I approach it whenever it comes to the higher time frame. No like flashy if and but scenario, just simple PA, simple candlesticks, and let's see where it takes me.
And can you give us this is so cool to me. Can you give us one on ETH?
Yeah, sure. Ethereum is having a correction, by the way. It was pretty stretched. Like earlier, I already marked these levels.
Hmm.
This was the weekly order block that I was targeting right from here, right from the here from 1740. This was the point that I was targeting. So that was my, TP on the weekly chart because you can see that was the order block that was
Hmm.
untested from the day we were having the lunar crash, and now we were having some strength. So it was pretty obvious that we are going there. So it's played out, and I'm having the retesting level here. You can already see that 2717 is the HTF, the higher time frame retesting level, uh, which is where I'll be marking my TP. Because if you can see that we were having the really weird impulsive move in the daily chart with no
Hmm.
corrections at all. Like it's not like that. It's only
Hmm.
like going up, like a Boeing, having
Yep.
a nose right from, aiming towards the cloud. So it's gonna come back down. We had the break of a structure. The structure is broken. I'm gonna mark that. right? This was the liquidity. We lose that, retested that, the confirmation is there,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna draw the Fibonacci here. That was also tested, confirmation that okay, the
Wow.
fib is drawn correct, the perfection with precision, and now
Yep.
we'll be coming back to these levels. So you can see this is the retesting level that I'm the liquidity that I'm aiming at, right at this point, 82713. And just to know that it's marked on the weekly chart, so it's not going to be happening or being something that's being FOMOed or FUD about on the hourly chart. So I'll let it play out and I'll see what's going to be happening.
And what is
Like
that
in
lower price down there? I can't really see. Is it 27?
it's 2717.
27. So that's where you think East coming down to if that support
Yeah,
there breaks.
yeah, exactly. Talking about precision though, this was the chart that I posted a couple of days ago, and some people took it like this. This is same kind of retesting level that I marked,
Yep.
and it just bounced right from the center level. That's a 2 3 hourly chart, right? Went there, then went up. So
Wow.
you can only see like horizontal lines on my charts, man. No, I don't induce time in my time like analysis. Like I don't draw something like that because it's pretty obvious that if price gonna come at this hour, the price level will be there at, let's say, $100. If it's gonna be coming like 2 hours late, it's gonna be tipping at $120. So there's no certainty which level you'll be shorting from. But if you start to draw the horizontal lines, everything is pretty much crystal clear. No breakout, no breakdowns. This is what uh, the market makers approach the market at. No trend lines, simple charts, simple lines, simple liquidities, and mint the money.
And can you do the like the S&P? What are you seeing on the S&P in the traditional markets right now?
Sure.
And do you ever do
I,
you strictly just read the charts? Ooh, I like your harmonic pattern there. Is that the bat
yeah, yeah. Yes, you can say that it's kind of
or
like
butterfly?
breaching the rule of being internal and external harmonic. But this is NAS 100, by the way, and this is the retesting level, the B point I'm aiming at. Already, gave the analysis. People are short in there, according to their position size, putting their stop losses, and I'm believing that it's gonna be coming back to 18125 soon. That's the drop of like 1.1% right from this point, like 200 pips,
Wow.
$200.
Oh, he froze. If you can hear me, might have to come back and come back in if you froze. Damn, that was so good too. Wow. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this, guys. If you guys could do us a huge solid, we got about probably 20 minutes left with this interview. If you could do us a huge solid and smash that like button, I'm going to send my man a text real quick and let him know that he froze. I don't know if he can hear that yet. He also might be on his laptop too, so his laptop might have yeah, he saw the text message. Okay, cool. So he'll be right back in a second, man. So make sure you guys are following. Let me put Shoaib's his Twitter up here. So he goes by Shoayb Khan over on X. That is ShoaybKhan. This work is absolutely phenomenal. And he's coming back in right now. And you're back, my friend. Welcome back. Let me just update these things really quick, and we'll get you back on the screen over here as well. I just got to add you back to the scene. It takes you off sometimes. When which one is it? Yeah, there it is. All right, we got your video back. Let me get your audio back. All right, can I hear you now? Yep, I can. Perfect. Cool, man. You want to share your screen again? Can you hear me? Oh, he won't be able to hear me. Okay. Are you able to
Okay.
hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, you can hear me. Sweet. All right, perfect.
Okay. So
Um,
I guess they are also hearing us, man.
do you do you want to share your screen again?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure, sure. Well, sorry for interruption. Misery loves company. Please stay a minute. So, all right. Can you see that?
I should be able to in a second. Let me kick out your old one.
Okay. Okay. Now you can see that. All right.
Yes, 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 yes. Now
Yes.
let me add that to the
So,
screen so they can see it.
all right. I hope it's viewed by full. Okay. So this is the level that I'm looking at. Okay, so there's a harmonic, all right, and
Hmm.
this is what I'm targeting at the retesting level. It's like $200 drop from that point, and it's pretty obvious that even if you start to pull up your confluences, you can see how the zero point 0.5 aligning to it. You can see the fair value gaps there, right? So,
Hmm.
and you can also see the untapped liquidity of the previous sessions there, like going back to that, look at the Tokyo session, look at the London, and then the New York session. So the London and the Tokyo bottoms are untested at the moment. So it's pretty eminent that price gonna be coming back down in the coming days, in the coming weeks. So that's what's happened in the NAS 100 chart.
Man, this is so interesting to me. I'm always so intrigued how you guys do this. When you say liquidity, can you break down, like,
Yeah.
show us liquidity in the chart and what that really means?
Uh, it's kind of like an umbrella term. There are liquidity voids, there are liquidity gaps and all that. And just to define that, liquidity is something. It's kind of like a rule of physics. Like when we learn the thermodynamics, we know that uh, you know like even if you're talking about the water levels and all that, it just moved from high pressure to low pressure, all right,
Hmm.
anything like that. So even when it comes to the temperature and all that, but when it comes to the price, it moves from low liquidity to high liquidity, all right.
Okay.
So uh, when we look at the chart on its face value, and now a lot of people use the tools for that. They use heat maps and all that. I don't kind of use them. I'm just gonna be flipping to any chart here, back to the Bitcoin,
Yep.
right? Back to the 3 hourly or 15-minute chart here, right? Just give me a moment.
Yep.
Okay, so uh, what we can see here, if you look at this candle, the shorts are being trapped right about here. All right, the candle opens, it went down, giving an impression that price is going lower low. Then people shorted there, and then it went up, trapping them. So
Yep.
if even if you go back and check the order book, well, I don't have to see it. Even if you see the heat maps, you can see the orders are being, the delta is being built up here. So the price moves up, going back down, and then releasing them. So this marks as the first step of the liquidity, which by the rule of analysis shows that price will gonna come back up and retest it again. So this is what's happening while we are talking. Like we
Mm.
started the analysis right about this candle, and now we are approaching this level soon. So uh, that's what's happening here. This is how the liquidity works, at least on my chart, according to my understandings.
Man, it seems like you're doing very well on a given week when you're trading as from a percentage
Yeah,
standpoint.
yeah.
What is a profitable week for you as far as percentage wise?
When it comes to forex, it's like over the course of week, because I'm using like two totally different portfolios, and when you're using multiple hundreds or close to the million portfolio, even 1% is more than enough for you. So
Hmm.
when it comes to the forex, I'm like aiming for 2.5%, nothing more than that. If the coming back to me, if the setup is coming to me, if the setup is reflecting, pretty obvious thing to me. But when it comes to the crypto, I usually risk per trade 2% or 3, and I just target. Recently I've been targeting on my Discord. We minted like, just to give you the proper audit result, I kind of use kind of audit my stuff, whatever I do. I
Hmm.
just post the Excel chart and all that and keep it transparent. We made like 360% on this spot in last 4 months in crypto solely, and that's on a spot, by the way, not counting any future trades or any other stuff, just solely spot trades.
360%.
Yep.
Holy cow, man. You are crushing it. You want to throw your your picture back up on the screen, and I'll bring you back over here?
Sure. Okay.
Man, this is so intriguing to me. 365% in 4 months.
Not even trading the shit coins, mate. Not even trading the shit coins.
And how many years experience do you have to do something like that? Would you say total? I know you said when you kind
Like,
of started, but
yeah. Like, if it's not about the years of experience, because I am seeing a lot of people, in the market since like 2014 and 15 is still making shit decisions, to be honest.
mm-hmm.
It's just like, are you listening to the charts like on the face value? You don't need like, bring up any chart, whether it's Nifty, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's NAS 100, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the asset. But if you look at the chart, like, by eliminating everything that the trend lines, the breakouts, and whatever, and see from the perspective of the market maker, and then you're gonna make it. The charts will start to talk back to you. You have to just a little bit crazy for that, but
Mm-hmm.
it kind of do this stuff. It kind of, when you start to mark the line, the price will start to move towards there, like whatever you happening on the screen. If you open the Bitcoin, and you can see how it's moving towards the liquidity, and that's the $1,300 move over the course of 1 hour. So it's really not about the time, it's really about understanding the concepts and eliminating the retailer mindset, in my opinion. Because if you're reading the books, if you're following up the trend lines, if you're following the patterns, I can guarantee you that you're going to lose the money down the road. Because the books that you're reading, the articles that you're reading about the analysis, are being posted by the same guy, the apex predator of the market, right? And
Yep.
you are the bait. So yeah, the question kind of answers itself.
Man, this is such a great interview, man. Thank you so much for coming on. And you said you have a Telegram and stuff like that. Is this something that if anybody's watching and they're interested, are you in
I,
that
I,
Telegram? Are
I
they getting?
actually I actually deleted my Telegram because it's too much to handle. But I have my Discord channel. I have
Oh,
my
Discord.
YouTube where I give like live analysis. I'm
Mm-hmm.
probably just sharing, not tooting my own horn, but I'm probably the only person from Pakistan who's giving the live analysis on the chart by the name, by their face, and taking the queries live. And nobody's doing that. They are coming up with like recorded stuff, and they kind of know they're not having the ability to answer the questions and all that, because they're not holding that much years of knowledge and all that kind of stuff. So my YouTube and my X and my Discord, these things, like these three things that I'm operating and being active on. If you see my X, and on the pin post you can see two links down below.
Perfect. Yeah, we got that up on the screen right here, man. So if
Yeah.
anybody's interested, and now is this something? Do you offer coaching? Is this anything that they can? Is there a subscription that they can buy to get your calls and your charts before everybody else, or is this all you're giving it all out for free?
Uh, Likewise, YouTube and Discord, like YouTube, the Discord, the major stuff, the X is all free. But I have like mentoring launch where
Mm-hmm.
interested people can join, because and there's only a merely fees of it, just because they can see, they get kind of interested into it, just because they are paying, that kind of
Yeah, smart
mentality.
man.
So
Yep.
it's a really petty fees to it, like $25 a month, where
Oh,
you're
that's
gonna
nothing.
get connected with me for like 24 hours a day. You're gonna get your requested charts, the signals, and all that, and the learning material also. The learning one to one, whatever happening in the market, and then one-on-one sessions over the course of weekends. They ask me queries about their stuck up trades and all that, what's happening, and 18 hours a day, man. That's how the limbo I'm stuck in. So kind of helping people just to steer to the market and leave this retailer mentality and taste the financial freedom. How's it like?
Man, I would love to maybe even get you on if you're interested in coming back on. Whether maybe it's when Bitcoin starts making big moves or it's starting to get to a low
Yeah,
point, or maybe you see something in the chart you want to, promote out and you want
sure,
other people to
man.
see, man. I'd love to have you come back on and kind of give us a
Sure, man. I'm
level
honored to be
headed,
on
like
your
not
live
a,
show, man.
Not a
honestly.
dumb money like me mindset, like, oh, buy the top, just put all your money into Bitcoin, sell your house, pawn
No,
your cars,
you
you
made
know.
like hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. You're not a dumb money. You're in the process of being a market maker. It's not like that. And I appreciate that, by the way, whatever you're doing in this space. And I've seen your like, previous videos. Really appreciate it, man. And I'm really honored to be here, honestly. And I enjoy talking to you. I don't even realize like like more than 1 hour is passed. So that's an
Yeah.
amazing conversation, man. That's
Man,
an
great
amazing
conversation,
conversation.
man. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming on. And you got my Calendly now. So you can just
Mhm.
book, if you see something in the chart and maybe there's not a spot open, just shoot me a text because you
Yeah,
got my cell now.
sure.
And
Sure.
we can do a show at 7 or 8 or an extra
Yeah.
show if there's something important you want people to see. And then
Yeah.
or if you think something's coming
Maybe
up in
we
a couple
can
days, you can
like
book it out.
you, we can design for like entire session solely based on technical analysis, how we approach the market and how retailers approach the market, and what's the difference, like whatever
Hmm.
you're seeing on the market and how I'm seeing on the market, and what's going to play out. So I
Yeah.
actually do, I know it's kind of sound crazy, but I actually do the stuff that I introduced an year ago. It's known as the candlestick whispering, and this is where you eliminate everything on the chart.
Yep.
I can share you the video, but it's on like Urdu, but you might not understand it. But I'm gonna make one, the coming one, and I give them the price. Like if I give them one candlestick wrong, I'll be rewarding it by one BNB or one soul, whatever. It's a live session. People come up, they decide the asset, they even decide the time frame, and we go back to the time, and then we start whispering the candlesticks. So far nobody has won yet. So that's what's happening, and we can do that if you want me to, like in
Dude,
next session.
yeah, man, that'd be freaking badass.
So
I'd absolutely
it's
love to do
it's
that.
like understanding how the market is telling you, what the candlesticks are telling you, and how the stuff is going on. So that will be a totally new dimension for the viewers also. So
Man, we'd
I'll be
love that. I
happy
know a
to do
lot of
that.
people would absolutely love that. So we'll get that set up whenever you want. You got my Calendly, so you just pick a date and
Sure,
whenever
man.
you want to dive into that, man, it'd be an honor to have you back.
Sure, man. Sure. I will be happy to be there.
Shoaib Khan, man, my friend, thank you so much for coming on. God bless you and enjoy your night, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man. Likewise.
God bless. All right, folks. I told you guys we're in for a good show tonight. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. If you guys could do us a huge solid on your way out the door, smash that like button. We'll definitely be bringing you guys a lot more TA and a lot more shows over here. I think we're putting together a really good show over here on the Ryan Matta Show. We're going to have people from all different walks of life, all different talents, all different mindsets, from Bitcoin hodlers, OG Bitcoin maxis to, meme coin traders to, political personalities like Sean Farash, and we got some more traders coming on earlier this week as well. So we're going to have a really great, overall put together show. It'll take me probably another couple of weeks, maybe even a month to get it all together. But I look forward to sharing that experience with you. So thank you everybody who joined us in the live chat. I know when we do interviews, it's a lot harder for me to be, interactive over in the live chat. So I just greatly appreciate everybody that stuck around and everybody that smashed that like button. I see Blue over there, Mr. K. Who else we got in here? Who is that? Kaylee Sully, good to see you. Mr. K, Apple Guy. Bridgman, good to see everybody. Wow, we got a packed house in here. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Really, really cool. Carlisle's over here. He says, nice, that would be awesome. I am late, so I have to watch this video and learn more. He was stacking Bitcoin he was taking Bitcoin for payment. 600 of them. He had lost on Mt. Gox. 600 Bitcoin. I did the math on that. That was like 25.9 million. I thought I had a bad hit losing, about 800 Ethereum, but that was a lot. That's a lot. 600 Bitcoin. That's insane. That's how long he's been in it and trading. And it's cool. I mean, I'm so not dumb money, but yeah, I'm dumb money for sure. It's great to get people that are literally just looking at the chart. No emotion. Like he said, we're setting ourselves up for what looks like World War III. And I personally think everybody's going to run to Bitcoin, but what if Joe Biden decides to write an executive order and makes it illegal for you to buy Bitcoin with your US dollars? Like that's not an unrealistic scenario. I don't think by any stretch of the matter. Out of the crazy shit that they've done, like to think that Joe Biden, in the stroke of a pen, because the commies in Washington, D.C., oh boy, it would be done in a second. They've already tried to target Binance. They tried to wipe out Binance. They were trying to make FTX their little market manipulating pawn. And now we got almost all of the Bitcoin sitting on Coinbase's exchange. Imagine in one swoop of the pen. Better yet, you know, BlackRock's buying up all this Bitcoin. Just imagine, like when Joe Biden signed an executive order, or not Joe Biden, who was it who took our gold? Gosh, was it Roosevelt? I forget what president took our gold, but one of them did. I think two of them did. How hard would it be for the United States to seize all that Bitcoin because we're going to war and it's now their Bitcoin, not yours, peasants? I don't think that's unrealistic, folks. I think it's ever more important for you to understand how to get your crypto off these exchanges immediately. I know it's a little bit rough when Bitcoin has these high withdrawal fees, but I made a really amazing video if you guys want to learn how to buy Bitcoin over on Coinbase. Anybody that's really new to the channel and actually wants to learn how to buy your Bitcoin, the following video will be teaching you guys how to withdraw your Bitcoin from a centralized exchange and store that into Zelcore wallet. Now, I don't know if Zelcore is the best way to go for your Bitcoin specifically. I love it, but we're going to have a few Bitcoin maxis on here this coming week that are going to teach us all about nodes, running your own node, setting up your own multi-sig Bitcoin wallet, which is that's the way to go, in my personal opinion. Like setting up your own multi-sig wallet that nobody can take from you, no government can get into, nobody can hack, understanding how to hide your IP addresses by running your own node so that your transactions are completely anonymous and 100% private. Those are all the things I really want to dive into. So we're going to have a jam-packed show, Ryan Matta Show over here going on for the next couple of months and hopefully all the way into the next peak of this bull run if something crazy doesn't happen in our world. So God bless each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and sticking with us tonight. Smash that like button on your way out the door and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully, I think I just saw, right before we went live, I got a notification that I got a strike on the first channel, right? For a video that's literally up on YouTube on another channel. So they took my video down, gave me a strike, said it was violent and dangerous. And then I sent him a message and I said, hey, just want to let you guys know I'm a reporter on LFA TV and a commentator on Fox News. So I can't wait to talk about this on Fox News. And it looks like they gave me a strike for a video that is literally up on YouTube that's not striked. So make it make sense, folks. Make it make sense. God bless each and every one of you guys. Hopefully you guys have a fantastic night. And yeah, God bless you guys. Have a great weekend, folks. Catch you in the next one.
Run.
Oh, I lied. Wait. I got a new Twitter. It is shots by Matta _. So we got close to the OG Twitter handle back. My main Twitter is also permanently in timeout. Not permanently in timeout. I'm only in a 6-week timeout. 6-week timeout. Yo, might want to get a Faraday bag too. One hitter. You know I got that on deck. I don't travel without one, my friend. Anytime I'm going anywhere after watching what they did to the J6ers, I keep multiple Faraday bags I actually got one in my suitcase that never leaves in case I ever forget to grab my other one that's in my backpack. So yeah, Faraday bags. I actually got a Faraday blanket, my friend, so that if I need to bug out the entire car, I'm thinking about painting the underside of it blue, honestly. So that way if we got to throw the tarp over the car when the directed energy weapons start hitting, we got options, folks. God bless.